Trading attacks. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. The U.S. hitting Iran hard again last night following the deaths on Friday of two service members in Jordan. Madeline Rivera in D.C.
CENTCOM says the latest round of strikes yesterday weren't only meant to degrade Iran's ability to hit ships in the Strait of Hormuz. They also targeted IRGC forces that they say launched attacks against U.S. service members in Jordan on Friday. We have yet to learn the identities of the two fallen service members. The U.S. says they were killed as they and partner forces defended themselves from Iranian ballistic missile and drone attacks. One service member is currently missing in action. 4 American service members were evacuated to Jordanian hospitals. They have since been released.
And the president says the U.S. response following the deaths of 2 American service members in Jordan is unfortunate, but says the actions are necessary to protect the nation. Zohran Mamdani, the mayor of New York, says he's talking with city lawyers to figure out whether or not New York has the legal authority to arrest the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, if he attends the UN General Assembly in September.
Far-left New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, in an interview with the New York Times, says the city is exploring whether it has the legal authority to arrest Netanyahu.
Whatever the law allows me to do in New York City, that's what we will do, but we won't be writing our own laws to that end. That's an active conversation with our legal department.
The mayor has called Netanyahu a war criminal who belongs in The Hague. The International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant in November 2024 over alleged war crimes in Gaza. Israel has rejected those allegations. Deborah Valentine, Fox News.
And America is listening to Fox News.
Fox News Books has boasted a host of bestsellers. Now, Fox News Books enters the world of podcasting. This season, the Fox News Books podcast presents The Miracles Among Us. For its first season, Fox News Books will present this special podcast brought to you by the author, Fox News senior medical analyst, Dr. Mark Siegel. The Miracles Among Us on the Fox News Books podcast. Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download podcasts.
Hello, everyone. This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
Neil McDonough portrays Jesus. Stacy Keach, Sean Astin, Michael York, and Kristen Bell provide the voices for some of Jesus' notable followers. A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told, The Life of Jesus.
Make sure to spread the word.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What the cops are looking into. Partly cloudy and 76 in the Circle City. I'm Jake McDaniel. Good morning. Here's what's trending at 11:03. A shooting hurt 3 people this morning in Muncie, say police. Officers got to the intersection of East 1st and South Albright Streets around 1 and found the 3 people with gunshot wounds. Medics took all 3 to hospitals, but investigators haven't arrested anyone yet. A federal lawsuit is being filed against Portage Township Schools. Jarrett Lewis explains.
A parent in northern Indiana is filing the lawsuit against the school district, claiming that a teacher gave their young daughter a Plan B emergency contraceptive without permission. The incident reportedly took place in November of 2025, with the lawsuit claiming the teacher obtained and provided the medication outside of an authorized medical setting. The school district is accused of inadequate supervision of the teacher, who has since been dismissed. The family is seeking damages for physical harm, emotional distress, and violations of parental rights. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indiana Fever beat the New York Liberty 108-88 last night. The team takes on the Connecticut Sun Wednesday night, and the game tips off at 8 o'clock Eastern at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. WIBC News Time now 11:04. Here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center with Fox 59 meteorologist Ethan Rossick.
Air quality alert in place through central Indiana today. You'll notice a hazy sky up there. Otherwise, mostly sunny and not as humid. Forecast high 85 and then getting into the 60s tonight. I'm Fox 59 meteorologist Ethan Rossick for 93 WIBC.
Forecasters also expect slightly cooler air through tomorrow with poor air quality. The next chance for showers and thunderstorms are expected tomorrow night through Tuesday. On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
When the heat takes over, Bassett Services is the name you can trust to keep your home cool and comfortable. From AC repairs to full system replacement, we provide reliable solutions with care and professionalism. And for a limited time only, get an AC tune-up for just $59. Terms and conditions apply. Sound the Hound at Bassett Services. Call 317-420-4333 or schedule your appointment online today at BassettServices.com.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit MYEYEDR.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Here we go, Denny. Kielynn, buckle up, baby.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
And a new kid on the block. Don't
We
forget
do.
Nick.
And yeah, exactly. Nick is going to be, he's training with Kielynn today, and Kylan's going to be taking some time away. So we're going to welcome Nick with open arms.
Honestly, it takes two people to run this show.
Oh,
with
well,
you
maybe.
both.
Wow.
You know, it's just a little 2-hour thing. Not a lot of work from my end. But Kielynn, yes, the people behind the board there are working hard. We're glad you're here with us. It's called The First Day Show. Thanks for joining us on air. And also for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, thank you for being here. And I hope more to come. Denny, we need to get to 200 people today or...
Who are you, Jason Hammer's twin sister?
I never put much value. I just don't think about that, you all. I'm sorry that I don't think about the numbers. But anyway, however many of you are here, thank you. Appreciate you very much. 75 degrees, sunny skies, a little haze maybe in the air for some of us. Spectacular sunset last evening. Eerily beautiful. And I think it was because we were seeing some of the wildfire smoke.
I'm sure it is.
Very orange and yellow glow.
It's funny you'd say that, Jane, that we'd take an early morning walk over at Cool Creek Park. And as the sun came up, it was like an orangish, reddish fire glow, but it was shooting through the forest, and it just lit up a couple of trees right in the middle.
Wasn't it pretty?
And Mackie took some pictures of that. It was really cool.
I took pictures, too. I never can make it look exactly like it really looks in real life. I just don't have that skill, even with a phone. That supposedly does it all. It just was beautiful. Kyla, that's Denny Smith. Kielynn Talley, I'm Terri Stacy. And you guys, we wake up to some news this morning about the U.S. service members that were killed and one missing in action that I guess was announced Saturday. I didn't pay any attention, but that marks the first American military fatalities from the Iranian fire since March. So we're going to continue to follow that. We don't know who at this time, but I just wanted to pause for a minute because while we're all doing this, we forget sometimes that we've got our military are in harm's way in Iran. No matter, I feel like this has been so confusing to me. First, I've heard that we've blown up everything they have. The military's gone, everything's gone. But from what I understand, and you hear more at Fox News, is that these guys were under ballistic missile and drone attacks. So one's still missing, and we'll keep you up to date on that. We do also want to mention that the World Cup takes place today, and I understand last I heard, we're watching also this smoke that could be hanging out in the Northeast
in New Jersey
today. In New Jersey,
it's the MetLife Stadium, which is a huge stadium, but it's got a grass field. The pitch is grass, and that's what they want. But let me be opinionated here.
Okay.
We don't talk politics, do we?
No.
Anybody but Argentina. We're rooting for Spain. Isn't that right, Ty?
I was a little frustrated with Argentina, and Kai knows this sport very well. But was it England? The fans just screaming and shouting over Spain's national anthem. And I thought that wasn't very cool.
Tacky.
So I kind of had a different opinion for a minute, and I thought, okay. I just didn't think that was very cool. But Kielynn, this is your game.
Argentina's had enough of the limelight.
Thank you.
I agree. I agree, Denny. And Argentina has a lot of weird background stuff in the organization. If you do some research, they've got some sketchy stuff going on.
What's funny is that 8 of their members came back from the last World Cup. So, this is a very veteran team.
And that was 4 years ago. I mean, you figure the way I age in 4 years.
They've got attitude.
Isn't good.
I
I don't know.
I'm all for confidence, but this is just arrogance, attitude. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Let's go Spain.
Okay, we'll cheer for Spain.
Viva España!
Except, wait a minute. They like bullfighting, don't they?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Don't want it. Never mind.
All right.
I don't care for that either. I'm just a load of fun, aren't I? Big fun. We've got, we're going to talk, I'm going to start adding a nostalgia piece to our 2-hour show here because I've been feeling very nostalgic, and summer in particular brings out a lot of nostalgia for me. And so coming up in the next hour, guys, I want you to be thinking about remembering when you were a kid here locally and where it is, well, not necessarily locally, I guess, but some things we'll remember, so I hope locally. Those great places you went to cool off, where you went swimming. Where was it? Because back in the 60s and 70s, there weren't a lot of us that had swimming pools. Only the rich people had the swimming pools. So a lot of us were members, or we went to public pools, or we went places, but lots of good memories flood into my brain. So we'll talk about that here where Denny went. Kielynn, did you go to a public pool when you were a kid?
We had the Salem public pool, but that was it. It was
the
just
Salem public pool.
Yeah.
Right? Just like me,
Salem, Indiana.
public pool. But there were some others, even when I was much younger, that we were a part of. And so anyway, we're going to talk about that in the next hour, and I hope you'll be a part of that conversation. A story that went viral this week. A lot of you watched. It was frightening to watch. The 65-year-old man that was seriously injured, that was July 10th, when he was thrown 8 feet into the air, right, by a bison.
And he did everything right. I mean, he was just minding his own business with his grandson.
I was completely struck by the size. I've never seen a bison before. In person. Kielynn, have you seen a bison?
We have a couple of bison farms down in southern Indiana that I drive by. Yeah. Over near Madison, Indiana, there's a couple. And so you see them from afar, but never like this up close.
They're massive. The power of these creatures, and they've been around forever. And we have several herds, as you've heard. Several herds, as you've heard, here in Indiana, and we're going to talk about. We're going to visit one, and just talk a little bit about the bison, just to take your mind off of other stuff for a few minutes, and to learn something interesting about our state. How about that?
That sounds pretty good, but you know that bison was pretty sexed up. I mean, he was all fired up. It was mating season,
right? Just like our army.
Yep.
No, I didn't mean that like that, the sexed up part. I mean, I'm understanding that they all have to have the testosterone now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably misread that story too, but I think that's what was happening.
She's backing
not
up,
because they
folks.
need it, but they're going to be. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Maybe not today.
Okay. Terry Lynn, I can see the emails.
We're going to talk bison next, right here on the First Day 93 WIBC.
In Indiana, you need 2 things from your news station. What's happening?
A man is arrested after police say he pointed a gun at a teenager's head.
Shots fired and a person killed on Indy's east side.
And what's coming?
This has been an ongoing line of heavy thunderstorms that has prompted the severe thunderstorm warnings across the entire city of Indianapolis.
The entire Fox 59 news team and the Weather Authority are now part of 93 WIBC, bringing you both. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Chocolate Lava Cake is a mountainous eruption of flavor. Classic vanilla ice cream loaded with rich chocolate cake pieces, rivers of chocolate sundae sauce, chunks of dark chocolate, and a deep fudge swirl. Prepare yourself for an earth-shaking experience.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look
Look for Bluebell ice cream at your favorite grocer. If you can't find it, please ask for it.
Are you looking for a great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle? Well, we've got them at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
Choose from a great selection of Lincoln certified pre-owned Nautilus, Aviator, Corsair, and Navigator, all with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty coverage. Get rates as low as 3.99% on qualifying Lincoln certified pre-owned models.
So upgrade to that Lincoln luxury at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit myeyedr.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, smells musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor, call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Indiana Foundation Service is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
It's gonna be a good, 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 good day. Do 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 do.
Good morning, everybody. It's 11:16. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, Kielynn, Tally here with you. As I mentioned, we're going to have a little fun, interesting, a little history lesson about our great state. And joining us now from the Ouabache State Park near Bluffton is where we have this small herd of bison. And as we were talking about before the break, I was certainly struck, and so many of you watching that viral video of that 65-year-old man that was just flung up into the air by this massive bison that it's mating season. And he was angry at that man. And that man, I don't think, did anything wrong. But right now, Jody Heaston is here. She is a volunteer coordinator and program manager for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources Divisions of State Parks. Jody, thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Have you ever seen anything like that before, that viral video of that happening?
Oh, no, never.
No. Ouabache State Park, I'm told, is home of Indiana's last bison herd. How did the herd become part of that park?
Yeah, so Ouabache has been a DNR property since 1935, and we got our first 3 bison in 1936. And at that time, a lot of people don't realize that there were actually 3 other state parks in the 30s, 40s, and 50s that also had bison. Would you guys happen to know what 3 parks that might have been? Back in the 30s, 40s?
No, I don't know. Denny, do you?
Maybe McCormick's Creek, Shades.
No.
No?
No.
To the north or to the south of Indianapolis? East or west?
One north and 2 south.
Spring Mill?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not good at this one.
How about I tell you? So Pokagon State Park.
Okay.
Oh,
sure. Yeah?
Yeah, and then Brown County and Shakamak State Park also had a herd at that time in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So we, in 1936, became the 4th state property that got a herd, and we only got 3 at that time. We got them from Pokagon, and Pokagon got their herd or their bison from Yellowstone. So today, we're the only state park that has bison, and you could track our bison herd back to Yellowstone. So that's pretty neat
That is
we have
pretty
that.
neat. Well, that brings
brings
up the calf that was born, and we've lost the calf. But what do you do as far as genetics? Do you how do you get the herd genetically diversified?
Right. Yeah, we do bring in females every now and then. Once we get, so many males and so many in our enclosure is only 20 acres. So we can only get so many, up to about 12 bison. And then we have to work with the area bison farms and other bison properties to trade or sell off a bison. So we do bring in females every now and then to keep our herd healthy. And yeah, it was a very sad time. That was a first-time mom that had that calf, and we don't know what happened. We probably never will. And it happens in the wild. If you look up first-time bison moms, they usually have a 40 to 60% chance of raising their calf for the first year.
Oh.
So, so for next year, we're excited. We're pretty confident we'll have a baby again next year. So we have a small herd. We only have 7. So, which makes it kind of nice. They're in an enclosure, like I said, so people can walk around the enclosure. It's a gravel level trail. It's 1 mile, and you're guaranteed to see our bison. I mean, a lot of times they'll come right up to the fence, and you can see them really good. You can see all the different sizes. And when you saw that viral video, I mean, male bisons can get up to 2,000 pounds.
Wow.
It's not to joke with. So, and they can run 35 miles an hour and sustain that for a long distance. So,
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy how, when you look at bison, you probably think, well, these are big animals, but you don't realize how athletic they are. Like I said, that 2,000 pounds, 35 miles per hour, and they can actually jump a 6-foot fence, no problem.
Yeah. And he was just that particular bison we're talking about, that viral video, that he was rolling around on his back like a dog. You know, I mean, he was just so agile to flip over and then get that target and go after it. And it was just amazing to see and quite scary, I'm sure, for everybody. Kielynn, you got a question?
This bison herd in Ouabache State Park, we mentioned, they're in a fenced-in area. You can go up and visit them. And like Denny mentioned, with that viral video, the man was doing everything right, air quotes. What are the do's and don'ts when you're visiting them and walking around just trying to take a look?
Right. So our bison herd have been in that. They've been born in that enclosure. They really don't know anything different. So we've never had any bison charge at our fence. When you're walking around, you just can observe them through the fence, and the bison do their thing, and the visitors can go around. Now we have school groups that come out, 100 at a time. Now we do have our one female. She might kind of jump at the fence because the kids are really loud, and the kids will scream, and then she jumps again. I don't know if she's doing that on purpose just to get the kids all riled up. But that's kind of a fun little behavior to see. But the bison that we have do have the normal behavior. They stay in their herd, and they have a dominant bull. So that the dominant bull sits there. That we have a female that is pretty much the dominant female. So you get to see the interaction. And our youngest is 1 year old. And then our oldest is 20. So when you go in that herd, you can definitely see the size difference and see how much they've grown over the years. Our oldest is a female. Like I said, she's 20. And then our next oldest is another female. She's 12. And then our 2 youngest are 2 years old and 1 year old, and they're both males. So it's amazing how fast they grow.
How long is their life?
About 22, 24, especially in captivity. So, our 20-year-old, she's still at night. It's really nice to see the behavior. They'll follow her around at night because she has this pattern that she takes. And it seems like they have this routine, so we'll watch her, and there they go, following her around again. So,
wow.
Yeah, they definitely have a behavior and a routine that they have at our enclosure.
Denny?
Hey, I can't get over the name of the park, Ouabache, and I know that it's Miami Indian because I'm a good Boy Scout. And we knew we had to learn some of this, like Wapathenhatahi, Maxaba Osawasu. But when I look at Ouabache, tell me about the park. How did it end up with this name? Because I think it means Wabash. I'm not positive, but I think it means Wabash.
Right. Yeah, we didn't get that name until 1962. Prior to it, our property was called the Wells County State Forest and Wildlife Game Preserve.
I like Ouabache. I like Ouabache better.
Yeah,
too.
I know. So we had that big long name because we were a state forest before a state park, and then the Wildlife Game Preserve. That property was one of the few properties in the state that raised quail and pheasant. And it's hard to believe when I say this. And we raised raccoon, and they were shipped around the nation. So people are like, raccoon? But back in, yes. But back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, it's hard to believe now, but deer, raccoon, those were hard to come by. Those were a rare sight to see.
Wow.
So I know it's really hard to think, but so we raised them. That's why it was a wildlife preserve. But then in 1962, we got that name Ouabache, and that's how the DNR does pronounce it. We've pronounced it that way pretty much since 1962, and it's a French spelling for the Miami Native American word for the Ouabache River.
There we go. Okay.
It's a really cool park. They've got this like a huge fire tower that you can climb up in, and you can actually see the landscape and see the bison from overhead. Kielynn, you're next.
I love visiting and being engaged within these parks, but there are many other ways you can get involved. You, as the volunteer coordinator, Jody, talk about some of those engagements that people can take a hold of.
Oh, yeah. So no matter where people live, there is a state park, a DNR property within an hour drive. So if someone wants to get out to our DNR properties and give back, we have all kinds of volunteer opportunities, anything as simple as just taking a trash bag and picking up trash. And another simple thing people don't think about is just picking up sticks where our staff mow. That alone is our staff so appreciate that, because just like we do at home, you get off the mower, you have to move the sticks, that saves our staff time and our maintenance on our lawn mowers. So those are two simple things people can do whenever they come visit the properties. If they want to get more engaged, they can just reach out directly to the property. Every property has a volunteer manager that works with volunteers, and we have nature centers that can use nature center hosts. We have trail maintenance if you want to get out and trail maintenance. We're always looking for carpenters, electricians, plumbers to come and help our staff when it comes to all the different issues. We're like we have all those things too at all the properties. So and then painting, that's another common one, painting. And we have, of course, our naturalist services. They have school groups and public programming, and so they're always looking for help with those. Just prepping the supplies and passing out the supplies, setting up, cleaning up, that all helps us out. And there are some properties, too, that use people in their office just to answer the phones and greet people. So there are so many options. All you have to do is call, ask, tell them your availability, your ability, and we will find something for you. It's that simple.
Jody Heaston, volunteer coordinator and program manager for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, the Division of State Parks. The history, but we just have about a minute left now. But the history of bison in our country, was there a time when they were near extinction, or how has their history? How have they survived?
Oh, yes. So, yeah, there was a time in the early 1900s where it was thought that we would never see bison again. We went from before Europeans got to America, we were at like 60 million to 80 million estimated bison. And then by the early 1900s, it was only estimated 300. So it was dramatic. So to see them come back and see the wild herd at Yellowstone, which estimated 5,000 now at Yellowstone. And then there is an estimate of about 500,000 around the United States, and that does include conservation herds like the ones at Ouabache. So we're so excited to have these ambassadors at Ouabache. People can come and walk around that enclosure. And where else can you tell someone I climbed a fire tower and saw bison? I mean, how else?
Yeah,
you
it's very cool. That's right.
You have to come and try that out. So
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. If you're looking for that fun weekend trip, I know they do all kinds of great things with the bisons on the weekend. So if you've still got time. This is a one-tank trip. They're near Bluffton. Again, it's Ouabache State Park. And again, joining us is Jody Heaston. Jody, if anybody'd like more information about any of our state parks, where should they go?
Yeah, they can just go online, in.gov, state parks, the DNR, Department of Natural Resources. We have a great website. They could go out there and check out. We have a nice map. You just open up that map and click on the property nearest you to get more information and see what that property has to offer. All different types of recreation and nature outings are out there. And if people do want to come to Ouabache, again, it's about an hour and a half from Indy, about 40 minutes south of Fort Wayne. We do offer a bison public feeding where our staff feed the bison every Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
That's so cool.
Really, really close.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't wait to be there myself and see them. And thanks for giving us your time on a Sunday, Jody. We appreciate it.
Oh, No problem. Thank you for having me.
You bet. News is next. 93 WIBC.
Mark Dietel, the only real estate expert I would trust here in Indianapolis to sell my home, the only real estate expert I would trust to find me a new home. Kathy in Indianapolis rapidly forcing a foreclosure on her home, and she was desperate. All those low-ball instant offers were below what Kathy owed. She heard about Mark's guaranteed offer on the radio and called. Mark's team took it to market quickly. 4 days they had an offer at $10,000 above asking price, way above all those instant offers.
Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert that we trust and recommend with the sale of our homes. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. No long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. 317-755-4232 or visit markdietel.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Stop smoking. Alex Goen patented hypnosis.
It's Steve Mann. Have you heard the commercials for the Stop Smoking seminars? And they said it could work for you. So I went, and guess what? It did work for me. My friends and family are still amazed. I quit smoking. I didn't have cravings, anxiety, or weight gain. Listen, I don't know how it works, but I know it works because I'm living proof, and it's 100% guaranteed.
Why so effective? The only stop smoking method in America proven useful by the U.S. Patent Office because it reprograms your subconscious. Alex Goen breaks your connection to cigarettes, coffee, stress, driving, even other smokers. No cravings, irritability, or weight gain. Cigarettes no longer own you. Walk in a smoker, walk out free. Only $59.99 or your money back. Stop Smoking Seminar Sunday, July 26th. Hilton Garden Inn Airport, 2 p.m. Weight loss 11 a.m. Or Monday, July 27th. Holiday Inn Express Noblesville, 8 p.m. Weight loss 5:30 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com. G-O-E-N. That's alexgoen.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Your home is making an impression. Chipped paint, tired colors. Is it the right one? You need Spartan Construction Group. With over 20 years experience painting homes, they'll get the job done right the first time and often by up to 50% less than your traditional paint job. And with a 7-year warranty. Call 317-649-5266 or Google Spartan Construction and get 20% off now. That's right, 20% for all your exterior needs. Spartan Construction Group. Painting exteriors, transforming impressions.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit myeyedr.com to schedule your eye exam today.
You know, you can't always see what's in your air ducts, but you're certainly breathing it. Summer means the air conditioner's working overtime, and clean air ducts can help your home feel fresher while removing dust and debris that's been collecting for months. This month, get air duct cleaning for just $599 per unit from my friends at ZeroRes. Call 317-388-5141, visit ZeroResIndy.com, and you be sure and ask for the WIBC special. It's ZeroResIndy.com.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. Argentina and Spain face off today to determine this year's World Cup champion. Executive Director of the White House Task Force on the FIFA World Cup 2026, Andrew Giuliani, on Fox and Friends Weekend.
There was going to be no better example of American exceptionalism during our first 250 years and the hope and promise during our next 250 years. This was President Trump's vision, and we've executed incredibly well.
The game is at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The U.S. has bombarded Iran for the 8th night in a row after 2 U.S. service members were killed. Fox's Mike Tobin.
The casualties were at the Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, to the eastern side of Jordan. They're a result of Iran's repeated shots at U.S. bases in neighboring countries. At least one strike got through the defenses.
Iran's attacks triggering air raids in Israel. America's listening to Fox News.
And good morning, everybody. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, Kielynn, Tally.
And the famous Nick.
There you go. I like when you bring that in after a pause.
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy. He's
Good guy.
He's a tifosi. Do you know what a tifosi is?
Uh-uh.
It's a rabid Italian Ferrari fan.
Oh.
They are very passionate.
Oh, he's got
They
on his
are very
Ferrari
passionate.
shirt.
Yeah, he sure does.
We're glad to have Nick here. Nick is going to be filling in for Kielynn here for a few weeks, so we're glad to have him. Spill the tea. This is such a fantastic event. The Indiana State Museum will soon kick off Spill the Tea. It's a new program created exclusively for us adults. It's July 25th, and it kicks off with Abe the Babe. Okay. Abe the Babe. Here's Carla Knapp with the State Museum with details.
Programs like Spill the Tea are such a fun opportunity for us to foster these personal connections between our visitors and our museum experts. So this program is exclusively for adults, and we're going to invite our visitors in to see some of our unique objects up close and hear some surprising stories about history from our curators who have the knowledge and the passion for our collection. So Abe the Babe is going to explore the allure of President Abraham Lincoln, and you're going to learn whether women of his time would have considered him to be a catch before he got into the White House. You'll get to hear some of the rumors and then some of the reality about Abe Lincoln's love life. And here's some really great stories from our very own Lincoln expert.
What time does everything start? It's a Saturday, July 25th. It's, again, adults. This is exclusively for you. And
Yes.
what time does everything take place?
Yeah, so this the program kicks off at 3. It runs through 4:30, and this is going to be kind of a take on an afternoon tea experience. So you're going to come in to our historic LSAR's tea room, have their delicious dining experience, but then we're going to put a twist on it. And it really is so fun where, you know, our team has created these fantastic themed activities. Think about, this is going to date me, I think, but whenever we were younger, think about your Tiger Beat posters that used to be on your wall. Think about creating Valentine for that crush that you would have had. We're going to have some really fun activities. We're also, for our more modern era, we're going to have a fun dating app activity where guests can decide whether Honest Abe would have swiped right on some famous women throughout history.
And then you've got another one, not soon enough for me, September 27th, Notorious Indiana. And this is another really cool event.
Yes. Yeah, I think this one's going to speak a lot to our true crime experts. So we are giving people a look at some of the most infamous figures from Indiana's past. So we're talking about John Dillinger, Tuffy Mitchell, Jinx Dawson, some of the most notorious characters, and, you know, a little bit more of the kind of weird crime side that many people don't even know about that Indiana has this connection with. But then again, we also have, you know, our curators coming in, so you'll get to see some real objects from our collection and get up close with pieces that people rarely get an opportunity to see. It's a very intimate setting, so it's going to be perfect for storytelling. The one thing I do want to say is we do want to encourage people to get their tickets early because it is a small environment. We want to make sure that we provide that high quality experience for everyone. So seating is limited.
That is Carla Knapp with the State Museum. So get your tickets right now, especially for Abe the Babe, July 25th, because the cutoff for that one
So do you
is
think
Tuesday.
women would say that he was a good kisser?
I don't know. This whole thing brought to light a whole part of this I never even thought about. The love life of Abraham Lincoln. $35.
This is as bad as thinking about your mom and dad, kissing it. You don't think about this stuff. Presidents?
StateMuseum.org for your tickets, and do get those because, again, that cutoff date is coming up this Tuesday. It's at the LS Airs Tea Room, and you will love every minute of that event. I think if you're a history buff and you kind of this fun twist on it, I think is going to be a lot of fun. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, and Kielynn Talley. Did you hear this, Denny? You and I are both dog owners.
Yeah.
Ella dog. Mine's Emma dog.
Mine's Ellie
Emerson.
dog.
I mean, Ellie dog. Sometimes I got you and your dog. And,
okay, turn
anyway,
around. My dog's name's Ellie. Yours is Emma.
Emma.
Okay.
So I don't know if you saw this. I just am coming across this. Where's my glasses? This needs glasses attention. For a lot of years of my life, in fact, all of my years of my life, and for many of you too, you relied on the understanding that our pet's mortality was 1 year equals 7 human years.
Yes.
Right? We've known that since the 50s because it was probably created as a clever marketing strategy to encourage pet parents to take their dogs to the vet at least once a year. That just came out of nowhere, I understand. So the veterinary science and genetic research teams have advanced, and experts have officially declared this rule completely obsolete.
Does that include the horse rule that the horse's life is 3 times what our life would be?
I don't think that they studied. I don't think we studied horses.
Okay, so if it's not 7 years, what is it, Terry?
It is mathematically incorrect. According to this data highlighted by the American Kennel Club, the reality of canine aging is far more complex. Dogs we know this, don't age at uniform, steady pace, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada.
So you're saying like a Great Dane and a toy poodle are
Right.
going to have different lifespans.
But a dog matures at what they do know, a dog matures at an incredibly accelerated rate during the first 2 years of its life compared to other stages. So the old formula never really paid attention to much of the stuff that they're studying now. So to replace the 7-year myth, the American Veterinary Medical Association gave us a much more clear look at this. So the first year of a medium-sized dog's life actually equates to 15 human years.
You think about that, that's pretty close, because think about what they did in the wild, whether they were a wolf pup. They had to come up to maturity really, really quickly. I think that,
So that doesn't surprise you. 15 years.
In the first year, because look at it, all of a sudden they lose their baby teeth. They're ready to hunt. They're ready
I guess
to.
you're right. They do. Yeah.
So that. Then
So the second year, though, Denny, the second year of a dog's life adds approximately 9 human years to their biological clock.
That sounds pretty cool, but it's not. It's not the folklore of 7. 7 was easy to remember.
Well, maybe so. But by the time, with this new formulation, by the time a dog celebrates their second birthday, they're already roughly about 24 human years old.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my
Maybe that's why they
gosh.
always say that dogs settle down, like the puppy in them.
Yeah,
They
after
always
the
said that
chapter 2.
after 2 years they
You're
settle
right.
down, which I think is baloney if you've ever had a Labrador. But
Well, I still got a dog that can't wait to find the squeaker out of a toy. After these 2 years of rapid development are out of the way, then each additional calendar year represents roughly 5 human years. So my dog Emerson is 9. She's a large dog. She's 60 pounds. So she's 54 years old, which is less than if we would have gone by 9 times 7.
this would be a good SAT question. You have a dog that's 4 years old. In the first year, it aged 15. The second year, it aged 9. And in the next 2, it aged 5. How old is a dog in human years? Doesn't that sound like an SAT question? Oh, boy.
Am I the only one that was so surprised about this? Kielynn, when I told Kielynn had already seen this story, and she said, yeah, what about that? She seemed excited.
Well, Kielynn grew up in southern Indiana, okay? We're
So
talking.
nobody's upset. Nobody's concerned about this.
Well, we're surprised. It
doesn't
don't wad it up and throw
It
away.
doesn't matter. Oh, Denny's Dollars and Cents is coming up. I hope it's a good one.
It better be.
Is it? What is? Give me a tip.
Okay, we're going to go from frenzy to normal in the real estate market. I've been reading all these things
Oh,
about the
that's
national
right.
real estate market. They're full of beans. Everything in real estate is local, and we're going to explore that here in central Indiana.
Happy National Ice Cream Day. I knew that would get Kielynn. I knew that would make her excited.
Oh, boy.
Happy Ice Cream Day. Who remembers my favorite ice cream of all time? All time.
Linder's.
Yes. Did you have the
It was
chocolate
right.
chip
It was
mint?
right next to the barber shop. You paid a 25 cents to get your hair cut. You could go over and get a nickel or a dime cone. 35 cents. That was pretty good.
You
deal.
can get a $1.56 cone, and we'll talk about that on Food News.
Oh, Kylan's Food News. Yep. All right, guys, we will take a break. Denny's Dollars and Cents coming up next. Thanks for joining us here on the first day. 93 WIBC.
No matter where you head on your commute, Matt Bear is there. Paris.
Les Champs-Élysées sont un véritable parking ce matin.
Warsaw.
W drodze do pracy, wyjdź trochę wcześniej.
Or Brazil.
Temos bisbilhotice no Rio de Janeiro. Não haja como turista.
Matt, these are all cities in Indiana.
Oh, that makes my job easier.
Making your commute easier. Matt Bear Traffic. Mornings and afternoons on 93 WIBC.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think. Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Donate today at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Since the day I got to Indianapolis, if I had a problem with my garage door, I called Garage Doors of Indianapolis because they can take care of the problem the same day. And when it's time to replace my garage door, it will be Garage Doors of Indianapolis because they've got the great selection and the team to make sure it's installed right the first time. Talk to Garage Doors of Indianapolis. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 875-4577. Online at doorstoday.com. Doorstoday.com. You already know that PA Jewelers in Brownsburg is your place for gold, diamonds, gemstones, an incredible assortment of one-of-a-kind jewelry, but it's also your place for estate pieces. You have estate jewelry that you want to sell, PA Jewelers is the place to sell your jewelry. And if you're looking for special, rare, unique pieces you can't see anywhere else, it's PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. Online at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
Hey, John, why so glum? I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefit.
In a fast-moving world, flexibility matters. Grandview Homes buys houses for cash on your schedule without added stress. Visit grandviewhomes.com.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Rock legends Deep Purple are coming to Everwise Amphitheater on August 24th with special guest Kansas. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
Oh, here we go. 77 degrees and it's not bad out. Here we go.
All
Everybody.
right.
You've got a friend in Denny. Oh, you've got a friend in me.
Do I
Denny.
hear a new tenor voice in there?
And he's not singing.
Nicky's not singing.
Here we go. Miles and miles from your nice warm bed.
There we go. I love it.
You've got a friend in Denny.
All right. Every single day, I probably do about 2 hours of reading of economic data. And I heard one this week that I sort of stepped back. Is from John Rubino. In fact, we've interviewed John Rubino on our show here on the first day. He's an economist that he's rode the mule, and he knows what's going on.
He's rode the mule.
Yeah, but he took. Do you know what that means? That means he's traveled a long way. He knows what he's talking about. But anyway, he's making these generalizations about real estate that really bothered me, because he was talking about Florida and Phoenix and parts of Las Vegas, coastal California, and he said those markets are collapsing. Well, that's not what I've seen here in central Indiana. So I think that I wanted to sort of step back from Rubino's opinion, which he was right for those territories that he was talking about. But remember, just a few years ago, houses were selling before the ink dried on the listing. People waived inspections. It was after COVID, and they just wanted to get into a house, and they were offered tens of thousands of dollars over asking price. It wasn't a normal market. So, and that was California, and that was Phoenix, and that was Las Vegas. Well, if you fast forward to today, the national headlines are talking about a housing bust, and I just don't see that in central Indiana. I would encourage you to reach out if you're thinking about buying or selling. Reach out to some of the great realtors that we have. Many of them advertise on WIBC, and I love them.
There's a lot of houses. I love looking at houses, whether we'd really buy or not, but I love looking at them. And there are multi-million-dollar homes that are for sale. See a lot of those, but they still don't stay on the market long.
Well, there's a lot of issues. Remember, back in COVID, mortgage prices were sub 3%. So now people are staying in homes because if they go to another house, we're 6.25, 6.9. I'm close. We're over 6, so they're double where they were. So do people want to give up a 3% mortgage to go to a 6%?
Yeah, you're
mortgage?
right.
So there's a lot of things going on, and they've roughly doubled from those ultra low levels because we were trying to stimulate the markets. You see, housing is one of those what we call multipliers, because not only is it employment for all the craftsmen, the builders, and carpenters, plumbers, HVAC, electricians, but it also means that after people buy the house, they are going to go out and they're going to buy appliances, they're going to buy furniture, and so it's a multiplier. So I guess when I stand back and I look at this, I got to say that we experienced the same speculative mania here in central Indiana, but it was like a tenth of what was going on in these markets that Rubino's talking about. So don't panic. What I will say is you got to remember that Carmel is not Fishers. You got to realize that Greenwood is not New Pal. And you got to realize that Zionsville isn't Danville. There are different markets where different things are going on. And these $1 million houses, I look at those on the IBJ every week.
Yeah.
And these are beautiful houses.
Oh, my gosh.
10,000 square feet, 6 bathrooms.
There's so many. There's the thing at Denny, and I don't know about you, but I remember growing up in central Indiana, and it truly was multi-million-dollar homes were not the thing.
Well,
the Geist was rich, and that was doctors and lawyers that owned those homes. My perception as a young person.
And give me a price range. You probably thought a $400,000 house was huge.
Yeah,
that's a starter house now. Well, God bless our American politicians, because that's what when we look at inflation, that's what we're talking about.
Yep.
But anyway, I don't want you to panic. What I do want you to do is consider finding a good realtor, one that knows the area that you're looking at, and then just engage them. Start talking with them and say what's going out. But my advice for buyers is don't spend your time waiting for the lowest housing prices. I say this to investors who are looking at a stock. You might be looking at a stock and say, I'm just waiting for it to come down. All right, you wait for it to come down, but why did you want to buy it in the first place? What are your, what is the reason you want to buy something? So for the buyer, don't spend your life waiting for the perfect crash. Focus on your job security, on your ability to qualify for a mortgage, and all the areas that you are looking at. Just make sure that you can fit that into your budget comfortably. Now, if you're a seller, and there's a lot of swapping out for the baby boomers right now. They're wanting to get out of their houses and move on. But for a seller, just remember, this is not 2021. You're not going to have people come in and offer you $50,000 over list unless it's a really, really special house. Pricing realistically from day one is often better than chasing yesterday's market and what you think. I can only imagine a realtor coming in and telling somebody what their house is worth. And the old man sits back in his easy chair right in front of the garage and he says, nah, this house is worth this. Do not believe that you know what your house is worth, because you don't. And that's what realtors are all about. And I'm not championing realtors, but I'm going to tell you this. I would not sell a house by myself, and I would not buy a house by myself. And now if it was land, I might do land. I might look at a commercial office building, but for real estate, I would always get a realtor. And we got a bunch of really, really good ones. And I'm not promoting realtors so much as I am. This is one of those things you don't want to do yourself. You can be a dime store gardener. You can start off with your own tomato plant and everything. But if you're going to try to be a farmer, you got to have some good advice. And that's what, a realtor's all about. So the days of offering $50,000 over an asking price before lunch, that's over with. The more balanced a market is, the healthier it's going to be. And I think that's where we are in central Indiana. And God bless us as Hoosiers. We're reasonable. We never went the parabolic pricing that California and Florida did. And likewise, we didn't go in the ditch like so many markets did. And I think that when you hear these national prognosticators, that means forecasters, Terry. If you like the national prognosticators who are telling you that real estate is a bust and we're going into hard times, well, maybe, but markets are different. Indiana is not Chicago, and Indiana is not, Palm Beach, Florida. So relax a little bit. And Terry, I know you're looking for that dream home in the country.
Well,
I know
you know what?
are.
But I also, again, I'm starting to look at other places too, and I was wondering if people that were older than me, oftentimes that dream was to head to Florida. Right. Yeah. So that's kind of was where retirement was, in Florida. I don't know that my generation, who are now in your early 60s, if you're thinking the same thing, but I was looking at houses in Merritt Island, Florida last night, just because I thought I could see, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking I could see every launch from Cocoa Beach from Merritt Island.
Here's the thing. If there's ever a launch of the space shuttle, and Terri Stacy is going, that the space shuttle launch is going to be canceled. How many times have you gone
that's
down?
probably not a good idea that I am looking now at houses on Merritt Island.
We never get another
Denny,
one out.
they were starting, and again, these weren't, I don't need a giant house, but they were starting at $165,000, $170,000. But again, I would need somebody to look for me because I don't know what neighborhood that's in.
All right, real quick, we got to wrap up because Nick's giving me the finger. Sometimes economics is not about boom or bust. Sometimes millions of Americans simply decide to wait. And when enough people decide to wait at the same time, the economy is going to slow down. And if enough people decide they're ready to go, then the economy speeds up. I guess that's the lesson of dollars and cents.
Thank you, Denny Paul.
There you go.
We appreciate you, Denny Paul. Hey, we've got another hour.
Nick is singing to me.
Right off the bat, too. I think you've made a friend for life. We'll be expecting that of you each week, Nick. Thanks for joining us. We've got another hour to go. Today's top stories, they will be coming up next right here on 93 WIBC.
They call this one Bill.
Whoa, aliens? Am I in a spaceship?
Affirmative, Bill.
What's with the laser saw?
Relax. We are cutting our bill in half.
What?
An Xfinity mobile transmission says you can cut your bill in half.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi. It's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Is your home stressing you out? Why not sell it to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations. We will buy any property in any condition. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
We have two homes that we live in, one here in Indianapolis, one down on the Ohio River. We're both over 80. We want to simplify. We receive a tremendous amount of phone calls on properties we have. A lot of them are very aggravating. You're not going to buy it over the phone, so let's don't kick tires. Come and look, say yay or nay, and then we can both go on down the street. And so James did come. He was there early, waiting on me, which I appreciated. Looked it over, we talked, chatted. James, he did a good job. Did what he said he was going to do. I would recommend it.
You can rest at ease when doing business with Simple Quarters because we keep our word.
Call Simple Quarters 317-687-HOME. That's 317-687-HOME.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
From the Price Point Comfort Mitsubishi Electric Studios, this is 93 WIBC HD1, Indianapolis.
Air raid sirens are sounding in Israel as U.S. strikes continue in Iran after 2 U.S. service members are killed. I'm Ann Carrick, Fox News. Iran launching missiles at the city of Ouabache in Jordan. Fox's Mike Tobin with more from Tel Aviv.
It's at the tip of the Red Sea, right where Israel and Jordan come together. So anything that threatens Aqaba threatens Israel as well. To this point, the Iranians have not fired on Israel in this round of fighting. And an 8th round of airstrikes has now concluded in Iran. U.S. strikes in Iran. The military operation now amplified by the 2 U.S. servicemen killed, a 3rd missing, and 4 wounded. These are the first U.S. troops killed since that memorandum of understanding was signed. The casualties were at the Salti Air Base in Jordan, and they're a result of Iran's repeated shots at U.S. bases in neighboring countries. At least 1 strike got through the defenses.
16 U.S. service members have been killed since the U.S. began striking Iran. Iran says at least 50 people were killed in the latest round of strikes. UK Labour Party head Andy Burnham is touting his goals for his term once he becomes Prime Minister, British Prime Minister, that is, Monday. Fox's Stephanie Bennett has details from London.
The former mayor of Greater Manchester aims for greater public control of essential services and new powers for regional governments, signaling a shift to the left from outgoing Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Burnham's office also says he wants to relocate part of number 10 Downing Street up to Manchester, scrap plans for a government-issued digital ID that would have tackled illegal immigration, but also eventually allow people to manage childcare or tax returns. And there's also suggestions for new oil and gas drilling in the North Sea. Well, during his speech Friday, the 56-year-old condemned the economic model established in the 1980s by Margaret Thatcher, saying Britain surrendered control of the essentials.
Starmer resigning last month after serving less than 2 years in office. America's listening to Fox News.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist.
Hey everyone, it's Phil Simms.
Hey everyone, it's Danica McKellar. It's Candace Bushnell.
I'm Jeremiah Brown.
Hey everyone, I'm Kix Brooks.
I'm John Taffer.
I'm Jennifer Aiden.
Hey everybody's Kevin Nealon.
It's Mr. Wonderful here, and it's time to take the quiz. 5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
The world of business moves fast. Stay on top of it with the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday. Fox Business reporters, anchors, and hosts will bring you beneath the stock market speculation and boardroom drama to tell you about the biggest business stories of today. Whether you're on Main Street or Wall Street, Fox Business is invested in you.
Listen to the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
They've been served with a set of challenges. Cloudy and 78 in the Circle City. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 12:03. You may remember an Indianapolis restaurant was targeted in a burglary in May. Well, Parkside Public House recently announced they're nearly at a point where recovering financially becomes difficult. But owner Lexi Haynes tells Fox 59 she wants to keep the restaurant open.
The money does run out at some point, and there's only so far we can go, and we're definitely willing to keep going if possible, but at the same time, like, sometimes those external forces are just like a little too much to overcome.
Haynes says she's also trying to ramp up the business, but adds that the next few weeks will determine if the restaurant can stay open. A parent is filing a federal lawsuit against a northern Indiana school district.
Portage Township Schools is accused of failing to properly supervise one of their teachers after a parent claims her daughter was given a Plan B without the parent's knowledge or consent. According to the lawsuit, the incident occurred in November 2025, with the lawsuit claiming that the teacher obtained and provided the medication to the student outside of an authorized medical setting. The school district has since let the teacher go while an investigation is underway. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And Uzima Drum and Dance Company honored its founder Kelly Berger with a weekend concert at DeBartolo Performing Arts Center on Saturday. News time, 12:04. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Air quality alert in place through central Indiana today. You'll notice a hazy sky up there. Otherwise, mostly sunny and not as humid. Forecast high, 85, and then getting into the 60s tonight. I'm Fox 59 meteorologist Ethan Rossick for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Greetings from our agency, your Indiana Health Insurance Pros. We get calls on a daily basis from those who are unhappy with their ACA. You know it's still the Obamacare program. You were told the ACA was their only choice, and once enrolled, you were stuck for a year. Both statements are untrue. If you are reasonably healthy, make a living wage, it's your worst choice. We recently saved a couple retiring early over $500 per month and reduced their deductible by $7,500. We recently saved a small contractor over $1,000 per month on coverage for 3 employees. If you're self-employed, retiring early, or just have to pay for your own coverage, give us a call at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. We can help. What do you got to lose? Call 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. We're a plan designed by you, not the federal government. No annual renewals, coverage until 65. Always God bless America, peace through strength, and common sense government.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the second hour of the first day. 93 WIBC, Terri Stacy, along with Denny Smith.
And we got a couple. We've got a new fella in behind the glass. The famous Nick is training with Kielynn today. Hey, Kielynn and Nick.
Hey.
What's going on?
Glad you're here, both of you. It's July 19th. This is the 200th day of the year, guys. The 200th day of the year. 65 days until the start of autumn.
Wow.
Just thought I'd tell you. It's day 141 of the war in Iran. And as you heard, we woke up this morning, although this was actually, I think I just missed it from the announcement yesterday that 2 U.S. service members killed and 1 missing in action. On the 17th, 2 of those service members were in Jordan and were killed in action. And so we keep those. I wanted to keep remembering that it's dangerous there. Very, very obviously, we have troops that are in harm's way, and sometimes we forget because we keep understanding that, we've obliterated all of what Iran has. So
we've obliterated their forces, but we've only started on the core, right on the coast for everything else. And I think this is a war. This is not a skirmish. This is an operation, and there will be casualties, and it's so sad. But that is part of it.
Don't know who those fallen service members are. Then give them 24 hours until their next of kin are notified. So we'll keep you up to date for sure. And then you've got Fox News Sunday coming up after this show at 1 o'clock. Denny, we have a friend on the phone. Fulton is here. You know it's his birthday.
Oh,
guys, how are you guys doing?
Good,
All right, now-
Fulton.
Fulton, is the birthday tomorrow or is it today?
Yes, it is. It's tomorrow.
It's the 20th.
Tomorrow,
All right.
Denny sang to you yesterday,
Oh,
so I
my.
won't make him do that again. But you know we're thinking about you, Fulton. Are you going to big day today ahead of like a pre-birthday celebration?
I gotta go with my friend. Well, I gotta go with my friend Jake's birthday. His birthday is tomorrow as well.
Okay. Happy birthday to Jake.
Yep. So yeah. Got a lot of good stuff yesterday. So.
Good.
My mom got me some new softball cleats, the red and black.
Oh, good.
Of course, the red. For
Perfect.
those of you who do
Yeah.
not know Mr. Fulton Mraz, everything is black and red.
Yeah.
Everything is black and red.
Yeah. So that works. Those black and white will fit with everything that you have.
Yes, they will. And then I have like performance socks for it as well. So.
Oh, you got to have performance socks. That makes
Yeah.
the player, man.
And then yesterday I had dance class yesterday.
Oh,
So
that's
it went pretty well. Yep.
awesome. Well, we sure are wishing you the very, very best. I know a lot of people are going to be watching today the World Cup final at 3 o'clock, Spain versus Argentina. And Fulton, while I have you on the phone and Denny and Kielynn are here, the food brings the world together. And so I was looking at some of the Spaniards' delicacies. And Spain's most prized delicacy is goose barnacles. Now, would you like some of that for your birthday tomorrow? Goose barnacles.
I sure will.
Okay.
I love those.
We'll put that on the list. Let's get him some goose barnacles. Those are harvested from
Fulton,
treacherous
here's the
wave-battered
secret.
cliffs.
Here's the secret from your Uncle Denny. The Spanish are a little bit weird about stuff, and before you say you're going to do that, you better know what those goose barnacles taste like.
Well,
So-
you know what? He's willing to try, and I love that. Next on the list for you, Fulton, we'll get for you, if you want them for your birthday, another Spaniard delicacy is Galatian octopus.
Now, that's pretty good.
So what does that have?
Well, it's boiled until it's tender and served simply with coarse sea salt. No, you'll pass on that, maybe?
Yeah, my mom and I to try that as well because she likes everything. So.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we'll get her some of that, a side of those. In Argentina, their delicacies, asado, which is the national barbecue, but they also enjoy sweetbreads, considered the crown jewel, grilled over an open wood fire.
Now, do you know what those are?
It's brains.
No.
Is it brains?
Sweetbreads are testicles, my dear.
Oh. I don't care for that. I don't think I'm going to be even buying any of those for you.
Rocky Mountain oysters,
No.
sweetbreads, those are all.
Well, their next delicacy in Argentina, maybe, Fulton, for your birthday, you'd like some chitterlings, which is a popular off-beaten path delicacy. These are small intestines that are braided, heavily salted, and grilled until they take on a crispy texture.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to try
chitlins.
that too.
Chitlins. Hey, listen, if you ever have anybody come after you and say you want to try some pulpo, P-U-L-P-O, that is octopus. And so the Spanish love their pulpo.
The Spanish also, the crown jewel of their charcuterie boards comes with a black Iberian pig that roams the oak forest, eating a delicacy of sweet acorns yielding a marbled melt-in-your-mouth flavor.
Fulton, it's okay to just go back to a hot dog with mustard, okay?
Yeah, have a hot dog. Hey, Fulton, we wish you the happiest of birthdays, our friend, and we will.
Thank you so much,
we'll
guys, and thanks, Denny, for everything you did yesterday. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, buddy.
We'll be thinking about you for
know,
sure. Happy birthday, Fulton.
The thing is, guys, this is the best birthday you guys give me ever. And you guys are making me so happy and emotional.
Well, I tell you what.
This is how my mom created me, God created me, everyone in the whole world, and I hope everyone
The best
enjoys
advice I ever got on my birthday was my dad said, stay out of jail. So, Fulton, stay out of jail.
Aw.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Fulton. And if you're selling a birthday today, too, happy birthday to you. We're going to take a break, and this is the first day. 93 WIBC.
As America celebrates 250 years, WIBC takes you inside the moments that built a nation.
The Spirit of 76. A 1-minute look at this day in the Revolution. The battles, debates, and turning points that transformed a collection of colonies into these United States.
Weekday mornings at 7:35 and 11:35, and afternoons at 3:35 and 6:35, or anytime on demand at WIBC.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Bluebell Chocolate Lava Cake is a mountainous eruption of flavor. Classic vanilla ice cream loaded with rich chocolate cake pieces, rivers of chocolate sundae sauce, chunks of dark chocolate, and a deep fudge swirl. Prepare yourself for an earth-shaking experience.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Myers stores.
Dale Speckman here from Roof Scientist, a family-owned roofing company serving central Indiana. We help homeowners repair, restore, or replace their roof. Before you spend thousands on a full replacement, call Roof Scientist and see if your roof qualifies for Shingleton Armor restoration. Shingleton Armor is designed to extend roof life 20-plus years with Class 4 hail impact protection and a 20-year product warranty. Call 317-747-3386 or visit roofscientist.com. Roof Scientist. Repair, restore, replace.
And I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Love that song. It is 12:14. Glad you're here with us, watching us on YouTube or listening to us here on 93 WIBC. Our next guest is turning his passion for cycling into a mission to help in cancer. You know, last week we talked about, or a couple of weeks ago when we talked to Jeff McIntosh, he said, you know, if you're doing adventures, we want to hear from you. You know, get our week off right because news isn't great throughout the week.
He did Route 66, and
He
that
did.
just sounded like a fun adventure.
Jumped on a motorcycle and off he went. And so you all are answering the call here as I'm looking for those that are doing amazing things. And this guy's preparing to ride 300 miles during the Pan Mass Challenge, and he's got a very cool fundraiser coming up too that you can be a part of. Everybody, please welcome Sean Edwards. Hey, Sean.
Hey, how are you?
We're good. Thanks for giving us your time on a Sunday. First of all, tell us about the Pan Mass Challenge. What is that?
Yeah, so the Pan Mass Challenge is it's basically the nation's largest athletic fundraiser for cancer research. It benefits the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, which is in Boston, Massachusetts area.
Sure.
And it's a 2-day ride, which is about 90 some miles, and then we actually add another day 0 on there that adds another 120 miles onto that. So it comes up to around 300 miles, and all the proceeds go 100% to cancer research.
You know, that's an interesting part about the whole ride. There are a lot of families impacted by cancer, and that's the whole idea. Is it's much more than cycling. It's about giving hope to families impacted by that cancer. Do you have family members who've been impacted?
I have family and friends, and I actually got involved just with cancer research. I think it was in 2008 through Team in Training and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I actually got involved then. I was going through a divorce and just actually looking for something that was bigger than me and bigger than what me and my kids were going through, and just fell in love with it. Fell in love with the people you meet, fell in love with the cause, and then just learning about how, you know, cancer research is, and just research in general, and the nonprofits right now, you know, it's just harder for them. And so I've been doing this for years and years, and I started coaching. I actually met my wife through Team in Training. So it's more than just a ride or just even raising money to me. It's the community, the people you can bring. You know, I mean, one person can do a lot, but when you have a community that comes together, you can do a whole lot more. And that's kind of what this event is for. It's something different. It's not your normal golf outing. It's not your normal, hey, just throw some money here. But to me, when you get more people involved, it gets us closer to that cancer research. And I just had a good friend pass away of cancer. We actually have another local guy here, Rob Beeler, who just is a survivor of pancreatic cancer, and the Dana-Farber actually did a test treatment on him that worked. And he's actually riding the ride as well.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
That's great. That's great news. I like to hear some good news, right? Kielynn?
Sean, you've been all about challenging yourself through fitness journeys. What is different about this journey in comparison with this huge Pan Mass challenge?
Yeah, the Pan Mass, to me, is just, it's amazing. I got involved with Team UFAS. If you guys haven't heard of the UFAS shoes, the recovery shoes, you guys need to check them out. They're amazing for anybody stands on their feet, athletes, everything. But it's more than that to them, too. Their first employee, Duncan, actually passed away of cancer. So the founders, Lou, and his partners basically made it a mission to try to cure cancer. They raised, last year alone, Team UFAS and us, we're about a team of 8. Team Duncan is about a team of 40. And last year alone, we raised over $1 million together.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And they've raised over $30 million in 10 years. So they're amazing people. But this Pan Mass Challenge, they basically line the streets at times with cancer survivors, cancer patients. You see kids and adults, and you can't help but ride and just get goosebumps and chills, and just the amazing stuff they're doing. It's just, you can't help but not want to be involved once you do it.
Absolutely. And, I think that I don't know anybody that has not been touched by cancer in some sort of way in this day and age. And so what you're doing, and congratulations on the funds that you've raised and doing the work that for some reason, again, funds are being cut when it comes to cancer research and others too. So you're filling that gap.
Yeah.
This ride obviously is physically challenging, I'm sure, for you too. 300 miles. Are you are in some sort of training, or what are you doing to prepare for the ride?
Yeah, we it is a crazy ride, like 3 days. So we meet at the New York state line and basically ride to the start of the Pan Mass Challenge across Massachusetts and then finish on Cape Cod. Which is awesome itself. But yeah, so I've been training. I try to train all year. Indoor cycling, get out when I can. But it's rough. You're getting up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to go to the start line, ride 6-7 hours.
Oh, wait a minute. I get up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom. For goodness sake. Hey, listen, before you head to Massachusetts, you've got this Miles, Mimosas, and a Mission. Tell us about that. Is that next Sunday?
It is. Next Sunday, 11 to 3. It's at Something Splendid in Westfield, which is an awesome little event, wine bar, gift shop there in Westfield. And they've been awesome to come beside me with this as well. But it's basically a jazz brunch fundraiser. Like I said earlier, I want to do something different. And so I wanted to bring community together. I always tell people, hey, look, I'm the one that's got to ride 300 miles. All you got to do is come hungry and ready for some awesome music and great food and just raise some money for a good cause. But, my friend Tony Maddox, who's an awesome musician, is doing live music. He's got a great band that's going to be there. Chef James is doing the brunch.
Ooh.
Chicken and waffles. And then we're going to have silent auction, all kinds of stuff.
Yep, bourbon pull is included. I mean, you've really planned something very special. 11 to 3 on the 26th at Something Splendid. We'll make sure you find out if you need tickets in advance or whatnot. But Kielynn, you go next.
Yeah, the fundraiser, Miles, Mimosas, and a Mission, is supporting your challenge, but it's not just for cyclists, right?
Oh no, this is not a lot of people want to ride 300 miles. Get up early and do all that crazy stuff. So this is a way to them to get involved, to help support me, but also just in general help support Dana-Farber, the cancer, research, all these trials that are saving people and helping people. But in general, no, it's anybody. It's also all ages, 12 and under are free. So bring the kids, bring your friends, bring people you don't like, whatever.
If somebody's listening right now and they want to help you, what's the easiest way to do it, Sean?
Yeah, you can go to the Something Splendid site. You can hop on. We have info on Linktree under @Miles Mimosas Mission. We have a Venmo account too for tickets under that same Miles Mimosas Mission as well. They can email me at Sean@ImpactRealtyREO.com. We're on Instagram, everything. So any way they can contact me.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Anybody before we let him go, Kielynn?
I've seen little bits and pieces of you on the internet with Speed Factory. Are you part of Speed Factory?
Yeah, I actually started Speed Factory a while back. So I coach athletes and endurance people that want to do anything really, from couch potatoes to Ironmans to...
You know, what if you're, hey, Sean, if you're in your 60s and you really don't exercise at all, could you turn that 60-year-old person into an athlete, an amazing athlete?
She's a pretty little blonde, and she wears bib overalls. Can she still ride a bike?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had a guy that was a 2-time cancer survivor, didn't know how to swim, do an Ironman. I had a 70-year-old woman who didn't know how to ride a bike and had to actually get hypnotized to put her face in the water.
Wow.
So anybody can do it.
That's cool. You're amazing. Sean, you're really amazing. And we wish you just the best. And again, this will start when? When do you take the ride?
So the ride, it's August 1st and 2nd, but we start the 31st.
Okay.
Or D0.
All right, we'll be thinking about you. And again, if you can support this fella, please do it. He's on a mission to do some great work. And again, it's not about his ride. It's about the benefit of his ride and who that supports, which is cancer research. Hey, Sean, thank you so much. Sean Edwards, guys, and a Miles, Mimosa, and a Mission. If you missed any of that, you can go online to WIBC.com, and Kielynn will post that interview as well as information about how you can be a part of it. Coming up, guys, thank you, Sean, so much. Coming up, guys, we're going to do a little reminiscing, if you will, with me, because I feel nostalgic, and I'd like to think about where we used to go swimming here locally.
Oh, boy.
Some of the clubs, and if you can all help me remember where the Miramar Club used to be. I can't remember. I was just a kid, but that was one of our spots. I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear from you in the chat as well as you watch us on YouTube. And Kielynn, let's take a break. Want to? Let's get you some news. That's next right here on 93 WIBC.
Lose weight. Alex Goen patented hypnosis.
This is Lisa Stofan. Heard the weight loss hypnosis hype? I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods. I lost another 10 pounds. I brought my husband. He lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved.
The only weight loss method in America proven useful by the U.S. Patent Office because it reprograms your subconscious. Engineered to kill cravings, emotional eating, late-night fridge attacks, full-on half the food, so you lose the weight and keep it off. 10 pounds, 30, whatever your goal, only $59.99 or your money back. Weight loss seminar Sunday, July 26th, Hilton Garden Inn Airport, 11 a.m. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Or Monday, July 27th, Holiday Inn Express, Noblesville, 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking 8 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com. Goen. That's alexgoen.com.
Using chat to research your next home improvement project? Forget all the prompts, okay? I've got all the details on a company you can trust. For replacement windows and doors without the hassle, just look up Window Nation. They're the real deal. Homeowners across the country love the one-day installation process, especially since Window Nation installers leave your home cleaner than when they started. This month, you can get 50% off all window styles, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 2 years. That's a whole lot of savings on top quality windows and doors.
Window Nation backs each window with a lifetime transferable warranty. That's on top of team members double and triple checking their work from initial measurements to the final installation. Reach out to Window Nation today to get the windows featured on HD TV's Designing Spaces. This month, you could save 50% on all window styles, plus 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2028. Get a free quote at windownation.com. It's windownation.com. Window Nation is the real deal. when it comes to replacement windows and doors.
To maximize price on your home, you need more than a sign in the yard. You need a proven expert with an aggressive marketing plan. That's why more homeowners are turning to Mark Dietel Realty. Mark and his team have a proven system designed to get your home sold fast for maximum price. Mark guarantees to sell your home or he'll buy it. Mark is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline or he will buy it. You just pick the move date. No long-term contract. You can cancel it anytime. David in Martinsville said, we bought our dream property and had to sell our old place with land by the end of the year to avoid a big tax hit. We had an agent friend who gave us no activity for months. Worried, we turned to Mark Dietel to save us. Mark's team took over, marketed our property like pros, and got our property sold in plenty of time. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Nigel here from the Hammer and Nigel Show for PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Totally worth the drive to Brownsburg if you're looking to celebrate an anniversary or an engagement. Shop with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg because of the variety, the unique pieces not found anywhere else. Plus, let's not forget the low prices that the other big box stores just can't compete with or offer. More at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit myeyedr.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. Argentina and Spain face off today to determine this year's World Cup champion. Executive Director of the White House Task Force on the FIFA World Cup 2026, Andrew Giuliani, on Fox and Friends Weekend.
There was going to be no better example of American exceptionalism during our first 250 years and the hope and promise during our next 250 years. This was President Trump's vision, and we've executed incredibly well.
The game is at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The U.S. has bombarded Iran for the 8th night in a row after 2 U.S. service members were killed. Fox's Mike Tobin.
The casualties were at the Ouabache Salty Air Base in Jordan, to the eastern side of Jordan. They're a result of Iran's repeated shots at U.S. bases in neighboring countries. At least one strike got through the defenses.
Iran's attacks triggering air raids in Israel. America's listening to Fox News. Two 239-9393 is our number. Get ready in the chat room for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, too, because we want to hear from you. That's Grazing in the Grass on this date in history. Number 1 on the charts. I loved this song.
Umasakela. He played with so many people. He was a trumpet player that came from South Africa. And he told one of his priests that he wanted to play the trumpet. And the priest went to bat for him, got him a used trumpet. Next thing you know, he's got Louis Armstrong as a mentor. But he was good.
It's a great song, Grazing in the Grass. It's going to get hot today again. High reaching 88 degrees. We're right now at 80 degrees. Feels like 83. 61% humidity. Got that poor air quality alert today as well, with that smoke coming in from the Canadian wildfires. You know, I've just been feeling kind of nostalgic. I follow a group on Facebook called Indie Nostalgia. Love it. And with recently, the conversation has been about going to the swimming pool. when you were in the 60s, the 70s, maybe even in the 80s, going to the swimming pools locally around here in central Indiana. And, you know, you had to wear, I was probably 5 or 6 when I remember actually going to a swimming pool. But you had to have your swimming cap, and then you'd pay a dime for a little metal basket, and you'd put your stuff in there, and then you'd walk through a little baby pool of water to clean your feet. And then
That's
you'd go
exactly
swimming.
what they did.
And then
All
you'd
of
go
them the same.
swimming.
That's right.
And there were so many great places here in town. And, you know, where did you go? Where did you go to go swimming when you were a kid? And I'm talking about in the 60s and the 70s. Some of the pools, Indianapolis had about 7 to 10 major public outdoor pools at that time, and then about a dozen private club and neighborhood pools. And, Denny, what do you remember? Where did you go?
I went to Westwood, which was the cheaper version of the Miramar Club.
Yeah, and the Miramar Club actually was built for the middle class out on the east side,
But
where I went.
Even that one was a little bit more expensive than Westwood, but then there was the Rivy. Now, the Rivy was the Riviera Club, and that was off of Kessler and I think Illinois. But these were great
Yeah, that
swim.
was, right?
They had
Kessler in Illinois?
That's right. They had Olympic-sized pools. That was the thing. The Rivy had it, Miramar had it, and Westwood had it. And we had, in 1964, I think it was the Rivy that had Kathy Ellis, and she went to the 64 Olympics. This is when I was a kid. And she got 4 medals from the Rivy. And then Alan Summers, who was his mother was a mushrooming buddy of my mom's. Alan went to the same Olympics and got 3rd in freestyle.
Is the Rivy gone? It's gone.
No,
is it
the
gone?
Rivy, the pool is still there.
Is
I don't know if they dug it up or not, but I haven't been by there forever.
But Westwood's gone.
Westwood it's like a war zone. But here's what I remember about the Westwood. They had what we called the boardwalk stuff. I always remember the middle-aged women up there smoking, drinking coffee, and playing cards. And when you'd go out there as a kid, you smell that, the stale cigarette smoke.
Sure,
Oh
sure.
God, that's what I remember about Westwood. I don't know.
Did you have I remember also a little silver tag with a number on it. And you had to pin that to something.
Yeah,
so they know you were a member.
That's
yeah,
right.
either to your bag or whatever. Kielynn, do you have one that you remember that you went to here in Indiana when you were?
Yep, just Southern Indiana, the Salem Public School. Nothing as crazy as your guys' memories, which is kind of sad, honestly. We didn't.
What do you mean about the bathing cap?
No, yeah. We were required to get in the shower, which is still a requirement today, whether people do it or not. Showering before you hop in the pool.
Sure.
Right. And then did you have to step through the high chlorine pool?
No.
Little
foot bath, if you will.
Just get in the ladder and
before you
hop
could
in.
go.
There are a lot of different YouTube chat comments though right now.
Oh, please.
Kathleen swam at KFC of C.
Oh, sure, that one's still there, right?
Oh, that's
71st
on Keystone.
Keystone.
Right.
71st and Keystone. That was a good one.
I can always peek through when I'm over there at the social club to MC an event. I always peek over if it's summertime and kind of hear the kids. There's such a great sound. Kids laughing and playing and having a good time. Anybody else that she wants to mention?
I was a lifeguard at summer camp, and I remember we had different days. The staff would stay on their day off because they would bus kids into the pool at Belzer Camp.
Oh,
And I remember that was when I made my first lifeguard save. Kid jumped in the pool, had no idea how to swim, went right to the bottom. It was a 10-foot pool, and 2 of us got down there and pulled him up. Thankfully, he was still breathing because I don't know what I did.
Mentioning the Miramar Club, that one was built in 1955. Northeastway Park Pool is where I learned, had to take a lot of swimming lessons, and that one has the big giant diving structure.
The 10-meter board?
Yeah, and beyond. 32 foot, I think, at the top. There was also, guys, and if you can help me remember, wasn't there a water slide park on the east side near 21st and Shadeland? I can't remember that one. But the other one is, who had to swim naked at the YMCA? I'm hearing that was you had to swim naked
we did
at the YMCA.
We were a Boy Scout camp, and on staff week, we all did that. But there were no girls, there were no parents.
Kielynn, you got a phone call?
Yes, we've got a phone call.
Let's hear.
Here we are.
Hi, who's
Welcome to
this?
First Day.
Hello?
Terry, this is Marianne Barrowsey. How are you?
Good. How are you, Marianne?
Good. Listen, I've got a really interesting story. We moved down here from Minnesota and joined the Riviera Club because we lived right by, not too far from that. And over the years, we went, and I still go now, but when I was a teenager in high school, a friend of mine said, could you write letters for a lady that can't write too well? It turned out she's Durward Kirby's mother-in-law, and I got to know Durward and everything. He helped dig out the pool at Riviera Club.
Oh my gosh, is that right?
Yeah, and he told me about it because I said, I remember. Anyway, I got to know them, and he said you had to hunt down Mr. Macon to get paid sometimes.
Oh,
he was at Purdue at the time, and this was in the 30s, and he said that was a job that he had one summer. They helped dig out the Riviera Club.
The Riviera Club, which
I'm
I
trying
think
to
you said
remember
is the
Durward
pool.
Kirby. Who was Durward Kirby?
He was, with the Gary Moore show, and then
That's
he did
it.
Candid Camera.
That's it, Marianne. Okay, now
The
I got
Candid
it.
Camera Show. Oh my gosh, that's a great
Yeah.
story.
Oh.
Thank you, Marianne.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling
Okay,
today.
thanks. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Good to have you with us.
It's been fun.
Yeah, just reminiscing about the swimming pools where a lot of us, Cool Park Pool, Kool Park Pool. I don't know that one. And Longacre Park Pool. Do those ring a bell with you, Denny, at all?
I don't know.
Those were some of the popular
Terry
ones.
Miller in the chat was mentioning Longacre Pool.
Who was?
Terry Miller.
Oh, Terry, Longacre Park. Can she tell us where that one was?
Oh, we'll see if she gets it. She
Okay.
also mentioned, Town Club at 38th and about Franklin Road, the Riviera Club.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys?
Ellenberger.
Do you remember the-
Ellenberger.
Do you remember all of the high school boys, the athletes, getting up on the board and doing cannonballs and can openers or what? And do you remember that? And they would splash, and if they could splash the guard, splashing the guard,
And
everybody
they did it without
cheered.
wearing a swimming cap, too.
Oh yeah, well the boys didn't have
probably.
to wear swim caps. Yeah, they didn't want to.
Anyway,
clog up the
it's just, I think it's real fun. And again, the Miramar Club, I'm on the east side. I'm in Hancock County, but I take that trek through the east side off of Washington Street. And even, that's so built up now, but I remember driving out that way. It feels like that the Miramar Club was out in the country off of Washington Street. And I keep thinking it was German Church.
No, it was off a Post.
Oh, was it off a
off
Post?
a Post Road, right?
To the south, right? No. The south on,
I was just a kid. We would have
on Post.
I was on the Westwood swim team for maybe 3 months. These were Olympic caliber swimmers,
Yeah.
and I was a little guy, and I didn't make it. But I remember there were always swim meets, and we would take on the Miramar Club. We'd take on the Rivy,
wow.
and those were competitions. I mean, West Siders versus the North Siders versus the East Siders. I mean, those were
It was really
blood
something.
feuds.
One of my first encounter with, oh my gosh, how could I not think of him? Harlow Hickenlooper.
Oh,
was at the Miramar Club, and
Hal
he used to
Fryer.
be Hal Fryer, and he'd wear that striped jacket, the straw cap, and a ukulele, and he would perform for the kids. And that was my first introduction to who was Harlow Hickenlooper, was at the Miramar Club.
For those of you who
as a
don't know,
performer.
Hal Fryer did a Saturday morning show with Curly Meyer, and
Yeah.
it was called The Three Stooges, but he got to perform, and Hal Fryer was Harlow Hickenlooper, and he had the birthday song that he would sing to you, and Terry
so
could probably
fun.
still sing it right now.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. But anyway, the swim clubs, we didn't have
So fun.
Most of us had black and white TVs. We still had the rotary phone in the kitchen because that was where everybody put their phone. But yeah, how about that?
Places to cool off.
Gary the Birdman just called in. He
Gary?
said Longacre was on the 4700th block of South Madison Avenue on the south side. Denny says hi from Gary the Birdman.
Okay.
Hi, Gary. Thanks for letting us know where that was. I did not. That name popped up. That Longacre Park, and that was one I had not known about. Or Cool Park, Kool Park Pool. Doesn't tell me where that was either, but that was built around the same time as the Riviera Club and some of the others. But just an interesting conversation, guys. Thanks for letting me reminisce.
No, that's all right. Just as kids, learning to swim in a pool was important because you could
It
see the
was.
bottom. Many of us learned to swim in a lake. And a lake, you go in, you don't know
You
what's
don't know where the
below
bottom
you,
is.
and that's spooky for a kid. But they had the training pool, the mini pool, the baby pool. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I forgot. You're right. They were separated by
had
baby
little
pool.
splash- Yeah. So kids got to swim without being afraid, and that was really important back then.
Loved it. And one of my summer jobs was working at the Knightstown pool as just in the concession stand. Loved that job. You see Knightstown, small community, so you saw all your friends and you just stayed in it with a fan, and it was my best friend.
Okay, let me push you one
Lisa.
more. What do you remember serving? Do you remember the Neapolitan coconut bar?
I do.
Yeah, remember those?
Oh my gosh, I remember that. And strawberry shortcakes, chocolate eclair, ice cream bars. It was a great time.
What a great time thank you, Terri.
Thanks for thanks for reminiscing with me. I appreciate it very much. Kielynn, you got another call?
He didn't want to go on air, but Brian, he had mentioned the JCC. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jewish Community Center.
You're right. Off of Spring Mill?
Yeah,
absolutely.
His family was the first Catholic family to be going to JCC back in the 60s.
Wow.
Very, very, very interesting, because I'd forgotten about that one too. Thank you all for participating. I think we're going to do nostalgia periodically.
Let's do it.
Just to remember and help us remember. It's just a fun thing to do.
I like remembering, but then looking ahead, I feel like splash pads have also been a big one right now.
Yeah.
My nieces, maybe your guys' grandkids. It's a really fun one too.
No,
Seeing
you're right.
those pop up all over.
Yeah. Didn't have anything like that, Kielynn, when I was growing up.
No,
No
those are
splash
free.
pad. And I bet you don't have to wear a
You don't need a metal
bathing cap
tag.
and a metal tag.
You don't need a membership.
Okay.
You're right. All right, guys, coming up, food news. We got food news for us today?
Heck yeah, I do. It's National Ice Cream Day.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be
boy.
celebrating.
All right, we'll talk about that.
Now.
It's the first day. Thank you, everybody, for your participation, too, in our nostalgia conversation. We'll do it again next time. Break. Thank you. It is 12:43, 93 WIBC.
In Indiana, you need two things from your news station. What's happening?
A man is arrested after police say he pointed a gun at a teenager's head.
Shots fired and a person killed on Indy's east side.
And what's coming?
This has been an ongoing line of heavy thunderstorms that has prompted the severe thunderstorm warnings across the entire city of Indianapolis.
The entire Fox 59 news team and the Weather Authority are now part of 93 WIBC, bringing you both. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Hi, everybody. Terri here. I want to talk about your deck, your beautiful deck, or maybe your not so beautiful deck, whether that's brand new or whether it's an older deck like ours is. You might start to see that it's weathered, and it starts year after year starts to become more work with your painting and your staining and all that you have to do to maintain that deck. We spend so much time out there. It's such an extension of our indoors, right? Our new outdoor space is right there, and we love it. So get to know Premier Deck Coating. Premier Deck Coating is really the absolute best, and it will protect your deck. It helps repel moisture and mold, and it adds scratch resistant. Just makes everything look fantastic. Comes in virtually any color you can imagine, and backed with a 10-year warranty. 10 years. That means no more staining or painting every couple of years, and you're going to save that money. You will. You'll save. We are. They do decks, fences, pergolas. Get ready to upgrade your outdoor space. Get a free quote today at 696-4071. That's area code 317-696-4071 or premierdeckcoating.com.
Your home is making an impression. Chipped paint, tired colors. Is it the right one? You need Spartan Construction Group. With over 20 years experience painting homes, they'll get the job done right the first time and often by up to 50% less than your traditional paint job. And with a 7-year warranty. Call 317-649-5266 or Google Spartan Construction and get 20% off now. That's right, 20% for all your exterior needs. Spartan Construction Group. Painting exteriors, transforming impressions.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit MYEYEDR.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Indiana Foundation Service is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Set sail for a night of smooth hits and good vibes. Yacht Rock Review is coming to Ruoff Music Center on Saturday, September 12th. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high.
Watermelon sugar high. Love this song too. It's 12:48. We're just with you for a few more minutes. I'm so sorry. Well,
we
for
have
me,
enjoyed
'cause I love
your
being
comments.
with you.
We've
We
enjoyed
have.
your
You
comments.
said, did Terry Miller say that Longacre was an actual, was it mobile home?
She thought it was
park?
a mobile home park, but she said they also had, or James Harris jumped in there and said they also had a really tall metal slide. Thing about the metal slides, they got
Ooh, they're
hot.
hot.
Yeah, you had to throw it, but you
Ooh.
had to carry a little bucket of water and throw it down there so you wouldn't burn your fanny.
Someone else called in and said the JCC was off of Hoover Road.
I
Off of
thought-
Hoover.
Hoover.
It was off. That's where the JCC is now.
Okay.
off of Hoover.
Yeah.
Then there we
Jewish
go.
Community Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What a fun time.
Thank you,
Here's-
everybody, for
and
doing
here's
that.
here's the truth. James Ellis wrote down, he says, the baby pool is actually a toilet. And that is true, because every baby that went in there was peeing in that water.
I remember walking through the baby pools, though, just with my feet, and it come up to about my ankle, and it was always so much warmer than any other pool.
Well, that's why. Everybody was peeing in it. Yeah.
Well, thanks, everybody. We really do appreciate your participation. We're going to do this, I hope, every week. We'll talk a little nostalgia because I love it. I love remembering it. But right now, it's time, as it always is, for a little food news with Kielynn Talley. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We are talking glorious food today, although you guys have gotten all the headlines about the not so glorious food right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so much to look out for.
You mean like lettuce?
Ugh.
Now, here's the drama.
Ugh.
Kylan, Terry had Taco Bell a couple days ago, and she's
Tuesday.
waiting for the grenade to go off.
It could be a week.
Yeah, or even 2 weeks sometimes.
Now, why do you
Allison is
think
right.
I sit all the way
Allison-
over here
yeah.
instead of beside her?
Allison had it on Monday. She's a day ahead of me.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Jane
I
Marie
had some
says
on
it
Wednesday,
takes.
so you and I are both.
Did you have Taco Bell
I
on
did.
Wednesday or
I
just
did.
lettuce?
We tried to take the lettuce off, and then it was still on, and we didn't feel like picking it all off. So we ate it
know.
anyway.
So what's
It's a
the incubation period? It's 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Up to 2 weeks?
Up to 2 weeks.
Let's talk about something cold and better.
Okay. All right, Kielynn.
Okay. It is National Ice Cream Day, and we are trying the viral watermelon ice cream.
You don't say virus.
Viral.
Viral.
Oh, yikes.
Viral
Ooh.
watermelon.
This produce is okay.
Okay.
I
Ooh,
think.
it looks refreshing.
I hope so. It is quite refreshing. It's taken over my feed, and it's simply cutting a watermelon in half and freezing it overnight, and then pouring heavy whipping cream inside and shaving off the frozen watermelon to make this watermelon ice cream.
Okay,
Wow,
well, it
so heavy
smells
heavy
fantastic.
cream.
Let's try it, Denny.
Just
Can-
some heavy
try- everybody
whipping
ready?
cream. You can add stuff in it like vanilla extract or sweet
Oh, it's
condensed
good.
milk.
It's like snow cream,
It is.
but with watermelon.
Just 2 ingredients.
Kylie,
Your
that's
heavy whipping
good.
cream and
Hey,
watermelon.
How come Terry got the only spoon?
I threw yours. Yours is right there by your mouse.
Oh, here
I
we
got
go.
you.
I got-
There's no way I'm going to give you. I was hoping you'd just slurp it through the cup.
I was trying, but I,
You guys got to try this one. This is good.
It's kind of nice. You can hand the spoon to your kid and say, "Here you go. Go
Yeah.
at it. Make some ice cream." It's a fun summer activity, but if you're wanting just to make some homemade ice cream that is not going to have any of the additives in it, this is a good way to do that. You can also make this in a blender, right? Just freeze the watermelon, put it into the blender with heavy whipping cream, and you don't have to do the shaving off with your metal spoon like I did.
this is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's so refreshing. It's so perfect on a hot day,
it is.
and it's delicious.
Or
Who
if
knew?
you
Heavy
want-
whipping cream and watermelon would be good.
I know. It turned out really well. I didn't bring any of your sundae stuff like caramel, chocolate, sprinkles, but
Not
I'm sure you can
necessary.
add those in.
You don't need them.
Not necessary. It's just delicious.
If you don't want to make homemade ice cream, there's always places to get some, and there's plenty of deals as well. Bowden in our YouTube chat had mentioned Handel's Ice Cream is probably very busy today at Indiana 135 in Greenwood.
They had coupons in the Reach catalog or Reach magazine,
They
right?
sure did. And the first, I think it was 150 people to show up today would get a hat with their ice cream purchase. So unfortunately, you're probably out on that deal, but there's plenty of other ones to take advantage of. Dairy Queen, obviously, they are doing their free dilly bars with any $1 purchase or just a $1 small sundae through their app. McDonald's has a $1 McFlurry. Sonic has half-price shakes all day today. Burger King, you can get a free cone with any purchase. And Grater's Ice Cream is celebrating 156 years with their $1.56 cones. So that's a good one if you don't like to pay the prices of Grater's, but you want a little treat. That's a good one for you. And another ice cream news for you. Congrats to the Indianapolis Indians team for winning the first ever Sunday Showdown at the American Dairy Association's Ice Cream Social earlier this week. It was very fun watching them put together their sundaes. And it's fun in general being with the American Dairy Association, which we'll have the pleasure of doing at the State Fair on August 9th. Can't help but promote it. I hope to see you guys out there.
I need to find out. I've forgotten what their milkshake of the
It's a blue raspberry.
Yeah, I was going to say it was blue something. I did blue raspberry.
Raspberry.
I was thinking blue strawberry or blue raspberry. I don't know, but that's what it was. What I read, and we're going to be at the Dairy Bar, are we not, Terry?
Yep, on 9th, on the 9th of August, the
July
first
9th.
weekend.
And
Just a couple weeks ahead.
Sweet Kai is going to be there too, which is hard for us to do, but we're going to Kielynn out there too.
Thanks to Nick shadowing today to be able to make it happen. He'll be producing from the station, so then I can be out there with you guys. Some other deals to take advantage of. Yes, today is the World Cup final, and there are deals around it. Chipotle is giving out $1 million in free burritos. How you can do that? It's during the second water break. Their Instagram is going to have a text-to-win code, and the first 100,000 people to text that code will get free entrees in their app.
That's a good one.
It's a challenging one. It goes very quickly. They do it for the Super Bowl too, and I've always tried. I've never been lucky enough to be part of that. But hey, maybe today's your chance. The MLB also announced some food deals. If any MLB game goes into extra innings on their Friday, Saturday, or Sunday games, you can get a BOGO-free medium Firehouse sub just using the code EXTRA. That's a pretty good deal.
That
in
is
my
a
case.
good deal.
But, you know, all these BOGOs, or you get it free with a $1 purchase. How about some actual free deals? Yeah?
Free works.
Free.
I would like to
Free.
be participating,
No
but I'm
purchase
eating your
necessary.
milkshake and I love it.
You had to scrape some of the watermelon yourself.
If you were watching the YouTube, you've seen Terry get off away from her mic 3 times to get more of this ice cream watermelon.
I love it.
So if you want something free, mark your calendar for July 20th. That's tomorrow. You can get a free crumble cookie in store. You get your choice between pink sugar, chocolate chip, s'mores, or brownie batter. You just walk in. It's a one per person limit.
Okay.
But you get a free crumble cookie just like that. I'm gonna be taking advantage of that. Heck yeah. There you go. That's some food news for you guys.
That's some great food
Happy
news.
National Ice
Thank
Cream
you.
Day. Some good news for you guys and everything.
She mentioned the State Fair. It runs August 7th through the 23rd, 15 days. They do close on Monday. $18 this year, $14 in advance through August 6th. So if you want to get those $14 tickets in advance, do that before August 6th. You can also get advanced parking, too. Don't forget your $2 Tuesdays. The 20th will be AAA Day with free members. On the 12th, the military and first responders get in free, again, at the Great Indiana State Fair. And watch for that Indy Star coupon that will get you in for free. That will show up on the 19th. That date is the 19th to use that ticket. Celebrating baseball at this year's State Fair, Denny.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And for the FIFA, anybody but Argentina, please.
Oh, yeah.
Confirmed. It was blue raspberry milkshake.
Blue raspberry.
Yep.
That's the featured shake
Blue
this
raspberry.
year.
But they have so many different other sweet treats at the State Fair, as you know. Butter dipped ice cream. Ooh, don't know about that one.
Butter
Craft
dipped
beer,
ice cream.
soft serve.
The butter dipped ice cream, that is, like your chocolate coating, except it's a butter coating
And does
that
it
gets
harden?
hard. That gets
Oh.
hard. I bet that is rich and delicious. Oh, I bet it is. Okay. I'm looking forward to the fair. I can't help it, guys. You know, I work out at the fair and the arts building. And so I started, we will get there that week, next week. Next week is when we start putting things out in the arts building. So it'll be here before you know it. Lots of great bands again this year. Beach Boys kick it off. Gene Simmons, Don McLean. Bye-bye, Miss America Pie.
The longest song in the
That's
world.
mine and Denny's song.
That's
you know
what-
how everybody has a special song. That's mine and Denny.
That's the song that the disc jockeys always played when they had to go to the bathroom.
And
Because
it is.
it's like a
7
10-minute song.
7-minute
you know?
song.
Yeah.
It's a long one. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, everybody, we're going to let you go. We're going to get out of here. We've got an IndyCar race later today, 5:30. You can hear on our sister station, 107.5 and 93.5 The Fan. We appreciate all of you. Nick, we'll see you back here soon. Thank you for training with us today. Looking forward to having you with us. Kielynn, thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Denny. Thank you. Talk to you next time.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning, was online in minutes, then they showed up.
So they just came over to use the Wi-Fi?
They even brought their own devices and spellbook.
You didn't give them the new Wi-Fi password, right?
No.
That's good.
I gave them our old one. Because Xfinity lets us keep the same network name and password so devices connect instantly.
What do they want Wi-Fi for anyways?
Better not to know. Plausible deniability.
Get streaming or scheming instantly with same-day Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Plus, lock in one price for the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi for 5 years. Guaranteed. And see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Race Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling are names you know. But did you know they'll pay you cash for your scrap? Aluminum, steel, copper, brass. Cash is king. Drop it off or schedule a pickup and put money in your pocket. Race Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
2 locations. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Want to protect our planet? Begin with birds. Birds are sentinels that reveal the health of our world. At Audubon, we help them thrive, so all of us thrive as well. Here, hope takes flight, because progress begins with birds.
Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org.
From the Price Point Comfort Mitsubishi Electric Studios, this is 93 WIBC HD1, Indianapolis.
The attacks continue.